controller and play the game. I don't mind seeing glitches. I don't mind seeing bad frame rate. I want to see the game being played so I can tell what my $60 experience is going to be like.
70.
Now I'm kind of curious. Let's refresh this video. We're going to keep it muted, but let's kind of just see what the comment section is saying. I'm kind of just very curious to see how the audience is reacting. Take all the time you need. So excited for this. Another Bethesda banger incoming. Look at this. Delaying a game is fine, but when you announce a date and then delay it almost an entire year from the original launch, your game better run near perfect.
That ain't fucking happening.
If this is a buggy mess like every other Bethesda game, this will be hilarious. This game needs to be almost perfect considering the hype and nearly a 2-year delay. I mean, that's kind of the thing, is I am curious to see.
Bill Clinton with the 2. Dreamcast guy can't believe that Starfield is a real game. I know. I can't believe it even exists, man. It's crazy.
How much polish, how much effort, how much could be put into this game in that extra 24 months of dev time. Wowzers.
Wowzers.
Xbox, I do feel like Xbox has been hyping up 2023, where this is...
They hype up every year. Wait till E3, wait till E3, wait till E3, wait till E3, and we hear every year... This year at E3, we have the greatest lineup of Xbox games in the history of our platform, and it's always fucking cap. It's a bunch of indie bullshit.
It's the year where we finally figured it out. You're going to get a Forza game, you're going to get Starfield, you're going to get Redfall. This is the year where we finally get things right. That's what Xbox fans have been screaming from the rooftops. This is the Xbox onslaught. Here's the year we finally kill PlayStation. I mean, I see that constantly on social media. Constantly. Starfield is going to smash the PlayStation 5. Buddy, I hope you guys are right, because currently, if I'm putting money on Spider-Man 2 or Starfield... I'm putting my money on freaking Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 will be a much better game polish-wise and probably critical reception. Probably sales over time as well. But, yeah, you can't really compare sales numbers of Xbox games, unfortunately.
But what do you guys think about this? Are you excited for freaking Starfield? I definitely am. I definitely think that trailer, I wish it had actual gameplay in it for the most part instead of just like floating around in space. But tell me your thoughts in the comments down below, and please, if you could, give this video a thumbs up and keep dreaming. Also, I made a video today talking about the new PlayStation 5 update. Go watch that, and let's see if this video can get 1,000 likes.
Did it? It did. That's good, man. Let's see. Colteastwood. Major improvement, closer look, all new Starfield 60 FPS gameplay release date and event. Can this dude learn to type a fucking title and not just put a bunch of buzzwords in it? Is that really so hard?
Starfield is an epic fantasy RPG. Long awaited, long delayed, and many fans have been waiting for...
I don't think Starfield is a fantasy RPG. Starfield is a sci-fi game. It's not a fantasy RPG. It's a fucking sci-fi shooter. The fuck?
For Xbox to reveal when this game will come out, and finally, the trailer shows a release date for September 6, 2023. 3 months beyond the original release date window of 12 months that Xbox promised in June 2022. Many improvements are seen in a brand new trailer that will break down, show closely, and examine where the team has been and what has taken them nearly an entire extra year of development time. And Starfield looks like it's going to make the promise a true reality.
More than just gameplay.
This is Colteastwood. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I just got in from LA this afternoon. News broke while I was traveling back. If you end up enjoying this video, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified of new content. And let's talk about Starfield. Let's dissect it and let's see where fans are happy and where they're really upset. Starfield is coming September 6, 2023. There were some that believed the game was coming in March. There were others that believed it was coming in June. I was one of them. But then there were many more. I was also one of them that believed the game was being pushed to September.
How can you be one of them that thinks the game is coming out in June and then also say, I also thought the game was getting delayed? Like, what? Delta Gold with the 2. Dream. Wait, dog, what is that cut? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like 90s or some shit.
And this is the reality. Xbox promised the game to be released within 12 months, meaning it would be out by June, but they've actually asked for more
Yeah, isn't that like a 90s haircut? Like the little fucking pointy top shit? I don't know.
time. And Bethesda has announced the Developer Direct immediately after the E3 showcase in 2023 on June 11th. They say, we're going to bring you into the studio and give you a deep dive on the game at our Starfield Direct. There's so much that we still have to show you. Close quote. This ushers in a new situation for Xbox where they are willing and expecting their teams to take the time needed, not to rush, to get the game ready and polished to deliver the product that has been promised when it should be ready, even if it means a delay. This is a far different experience that we had with games like Halo Infinite from Xbox or other big publishers like CD Projekt Red with Cyberpunk. Now, games can be great, but they can always be better with a major delay if they can get it right. And looking at this trailer, this is the first time we've seen Starfield running at 60 FPS. Now, many are wondering, now, is this going to be 60 FPS on the new Xbox consoles? I think this is their advertisement for that. One may be wondering if...
What? How is that? Why would they not specifically say it runs at 60 FPS on console if they were trying to advertise the fact that it runs 60 FPS on console? Doesn't that seem counterintuitive?
Starfield was going to stay at 30 frames. Now, in the past, all Starfield trailers were running at 30 FPS for a couple of reasons. One, Todd Howard wanted to ramp up the visuals, make them as crisp and sharp as possible. Looking at Starfield at a glance, it doesn't look like an eye-popping, extremely amazing next-generation game.
Correct.
It is very beautiful, but one thing that Todd wanted to do, I think, is to see...
Yeah, like right there.
Very beautiful, but one
Like even right here, you can tell this is like the Fallout 4 engine still.
thing that Todd wanted to do, I think...
Like right there, that is ugly. There's no fucking texture on the ground. Like look at the building. It just looks so, I don't know, it looks off.
Is to see this game emulate Interstellar, the cinematic sci-fi adventure on the big screen.
It is not going to emulate Interstellar. Oh God, bro. What are these guys? You... Dude, there's no action in Interstellar. Interstellar is literally just a fucking, like, literal, just... What do you call that type of movie? Like, visual porn? Like, there's no action or anything in Interstellar. This is going to be a fucking first-person shooter, my guy.
And he did that quite well with the old trailer that you've seen before. This new trailer running at 60 sort of illustrates where the team has been working with the Xbox hardware leads to, as Todd Howard puts it, make it really dance on the Xbox Series S and X consoles. That means a performance mode. Now, Todd has said many times that he prefers 30 FPS, which that means there will be a quality mode and a performance mode, in my opinion. So you'll be able to play the game at high fidelity at 30 if that...
So, Todd Howard says he prefers games at 30 FPS on console. And you take that to mean that there's going to be a performance mode as well as a 30 FPS mode. Because it's just like, just say you think there's going to be one. There's no confirmation. There's no fucking, hinting. It's literally just you're guessing. Quit framing it like it's actual information.
That's your thing. Or 60 FPS with slightly reduced resolution, which if you're a fast-paced gamer, that's exactly what you want.
No, I want 100 plus frames per second, but yeah.
Now, we'll also take an opportunity here to zoom in and
I don't consider 60 FPS a fast-paced frame rate. Like, that should be the bare fucking minimum you should get. 60 FPS is like borderline playable. Like, if a game runs at 60, it's playable. If it's at 30, get that shit off my fucking screen. Like, I would prefer everything to run at 120 or above. But yeah, 60 should be like the baseline in today's day and age. 30 FPS is completely unacceptable in my opinion.
and look at the gameplay over Todd's shoulder as I blew it up just a little bit so it didn't get too blurry, and the visuals already look way more impressive. The game has really shapen up to become a big AAA masterpiece. We can't wait to get our hands on it. One thing that
AAA masterpiece is not going to age well. This game is going to be buggy as shit.
it did remind me of, and many of you may not have played this, but the DLC for Far Cry 5 in 2018, Lost on Mars, was a $5 to $10 experience, but it really harkens forward to what we see with Starfield, jumping around on an alien planet, fighting bugs, using futuristic space
This looks fucking awful.
guns, and it is one of those experiences that we don't often get in a AAA game that is focused on quests, missions, leveling up your character, building, finding loot and gear, the whole entire experience that you might not get from something like Star Citizen or No Man's Sky. You finally get a full combination of what Bethesda does and those other games have done before it. Let's talk about the 12-month promise. This is a big contention point for Xbox fans and people who are maybe detractors of the Xbox platform.
Dude, he bought that Logitech Xbox device. Oh my god. I just noticed that. He bought that little cloud streaming Xbox handheld device.
Bruh.
Why? Oh my god, dude. This guy's like obsessed with Microsoft. This shit is actually kind of sad. 04 Alphatron with the 5. I'm actually excited about the idea of an open universe space game with a story-based building and actual combat. Bethesda needs a win. The game is going to be good, but people saying that it's going to be like this masterpiece have never played a Bethesda game because everybody knows this game is going to launch like a complete fucking shit show. It'll get very good over time, and the base game idea will be great. But people thinking this game is going to come out without any fucking massive issues are just really in denial. Like, I love Skyrim to death, but holy fuck, dude, that is one poorly developed game. Delta Gold with the 2, it sounds like any other game, to be honest. I don't know. Bethesda games kind of hit different.
And seeing Xbox come up right now after lying down in 2022, they promised these games would be out before the June E3 showcase coming in 2023. Now, Forza Motorsport and Starfield are not making that promise, and people are up in arms, and by rights they should be. But these developers, we're seeing a new situation and a new generation for Xbox where they're going to allow their developers, or possibly demand, that they take the extra time to get the game right and not.
Yeah, bullshit. Microsoft just has no fucking ability to go in and say, do your fucking job, retards. That's the issue, is Microsoft is way too hands-off, so developers take way too long. Doesn't seem to be a problem over at Sony. They can get out extremely well-polished games on a regular basis because Sony cracks the fucking whip. Rickenzie with the 2, first time looking at Clint. What the fuck is that look? I don't know, man. But, yeah, he's got like that fucking spiky little like 90s haircut or whatever. I don't know.
Not repeat the mistakes that were made from 343 for Halo Infinite. Starfield needs the big ushering in.
343 and Halo Infinite also got a 1-year delay. Just throwing that out there.
And it has to be just right. It has to be big, it has to be epic, and it has to be very polished. Todd Howard said in June of 2022 that we were just putting in the polishing stages of the game, and it sounds like Xbox's team and Bethesda's team came together and gave the team and the game much more time to get it looking the way it will. And if we're looking at a big AAA RPG like this landing with a performance mode on consoles and running great on PCs, that is something that's...
Well, this game won't end up like Halo Infinite because this game is not a multiplayer game, so very different genres.
Starfield fans, and especially Bethesda fans who've been around for many decades, can really come to appreciate. This is Colteastwood. Thank you so much for watching this video. I don't normally make content like this. Like I said,
Really?
I just flew in a...
He literally makes this type of content all the time. What the fuck does that mean? What do you mean you don't normally make content like this? You literally do all the fucking time. This is literally all we see from him for the most part.
A couple hours ago. I've been in flights, Ubers, shuttles, you name it, trying to make it home, and the news broke while I had the few moments of where my phone was actually usable when I wasn't in the air. And I'm really excited about where Xbox is announcing the Developer Direct, which I didn't talk about in the video, but having that Developer Direct directly after the big E3 showcase, having all of the news that's coming out and all of the games that are coming right now. We've got tons of stuff coming to Xbox Game Pass. And that wait, what is it, 6 months from now for Starfield will be a long one. But I'm so glad they're going to get it right. And I can really feel it.
Damn, bro. 6 months is 12 paychecks. That's not too bad. And yeah, I measure my time now in paychecks. Shit's kind of sad, honestly. When you get old, guys, the only thing you'll look forward to in your life is getting paid. So you measure time with how many paychecks that is. Versus like, oh, it's in 3 weeks. It's like, oh, that's 1.5 pay periods.
I've watched these things, and I don't have faith per se about video game developers or games in general, but
Microsoft.
Excuse me? That is not true. He doesn't have faith in game develop. Bro, you literally have an entire channel dedicated to hyping up the same fucking 4 games Microsoft has been teasing for the past 6 years. The entire premise of your channel is based on the faith that Microsoft maybe one day will actually deliver something worth a damn.
But I've listened to enough, I've watched enough to know I think they're going to deliver. I'm really super excited. If you end up enjoying this video, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified of new weekly content. If you want to further support the work that we do here on the Colteastwood channel, you can join the channel membership below. That'll get you early access for videos and entered into monthly giveaways for merch. Also, this coming Monday...
Yeah, Colt can play the guitar. That's how he got, this.
Reality.
So yeah, Colt can actually play the guitar. Hence the intro. Oh, here we go, man.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Thank you for...
Resident Evil 4 rain effect to be fixed. Don't care. Walking Dead, nobody cares. There we go.
Once again, talking about the ongoing Microsoft Activision Blizzard acquisition. This is relevant to Sony, and I'm definitely going to be curious to see what you guys have to say about this. I have an article here from VGC, and they say Microsoft has confirmed it has offered Sony the option to put future Call of Duty games on its PlayStation Plus subscription service on day one as part of its bid to appease regulators' concerns over the proposed Activision Blizzard acquisition. However, Sony Interactive Entertainment has alleged that the offer could be reliant on unsustainable licensing costs, which would force it to raise prices. The offer is detailed in Microsoft's newly published response to UK regulator, the Competition and Markets Authority, or the CMA. And it says in its response, Microsoft reiterates its willingness to sign a 10-year contract guaranteeing the shooter will continue to be released on PlayStation consoles post-acquisition. Microsoft claims its 10-year offer will provide Sony with parity on release date, content, features, upgrades, quality, and playability with the Xbox platform across PS4, PS5, and any successor platforms. Notably, the Xbox owner said that parity will also apply to streaming and subscription services. Any Call of Duty game in a Microsoft multi-game subscription is eligible for inclusion in Sony's multi-game subscription service at at the same time and for the same duration, Microsoft claims in its response. It has been confirmed that should the Activision Blizzard deal be approved by regulators, it intends to put future releases on Game Pass on the day of their release. This would seemingly give Sony the
Yeah, Sony cannot afford to pay that. Because let's say they have to pay like $20 every copy that gets downloaded. They would make no money from the sale of those games anymore. Because, like, doesn't Sony make like over $2 billion a year off of Call of Duty alone? Off of that 30% cut? They would lose $2 billion right off the bat by offering Call of Duty in PlayStation Plus.
green light to do the same on PlayStation Plus for the next decade should it accept Microsoft's offer. However, in its own response to the CMA's findings, which were also published on Wednesday, SIE claims that Microsoft's subscription
Dude, Call of Duty is a different fucking animal.
offer isn't as appealing as it makes out. In a heavily redacted document, the PlayStation firm alleges that Microsoft would have significant leverage to manipulate the price of Call of Duty on PlayStation based on the licensing fee it decides to charge. On subscription, SIE claims, quote, this would commercially destroy SIE's multi-game subscription model, end quote. Microsoft would be able to, quote, drive up the price for Call of Duty, end quote, SIE claims, which it alleges would force it to raise the price of their service or not offer Call of Duty on the service at all. Moving on from that, we have yet another update when it comes to just how well Sony is doing with the PS5, and it's surging just across the world, actually, when it comes to sales.
It's finally fucking available. People can actually go out and buy it.
Here from VGC, it says PlayStation 5 has enjoyed its biggest ever month in Japan, with sales up more than 450% year-on-year in February. According to Famitsu data, PS5 was February's best-selling hardware in the country. The Nintendo Switch came in at second. It's the first time PS5 has outsold the Nintendo Switch in a calendar month in Japan, and sales are up by a whopping 457% year-on-year. PS5 has enjoyed a strong start to 2023 in some regions, likely due to the much increased availability of the console following years of stock shortages. As noted by Twitter user Genki Japan, the PS5 sold more units in February in Japan than it managed in the first 4 months of 2022 combined,
Well, that just tells you how many weren't fucking available at the time.
pointing to a massive increase in sales in the region. So, yeah, not going to spend too much time talking about this, but just another update on how well the PS5 is doing globally now that the shortage is over. Moving on from that, though, we have the next big PlayStation 5 up.
No, the Series S did not sell a lot in Japan. No. Like, the Xbox sales numbers in Japan are fucking pitiful, bro. They're absolutely pitiful. Like, let's see. Xbox Series Japanese sales. The Xbox Series X and S has sold 379,000 units in 24 months, while the Xbox 360 sold 502,000 units in the first 24 months. So, yeah. No, the Xbox Series consoles are not selling well in Japan. 300,000 or 400,000, let's round up. 400,000 in 2 years is nothing to fucking be like, oh my god, that's incredible.
Update that is officially out. I'm going to run down all of the new features.
Like, I'm pretty sure the Switch sells that many consoles in a month in Japan. Like, that's not that big a deal.
That are included in this update. Again, this update is...
Well, dude, saying that something's selling better than the Xbox One is like saying, like, oh yeah, well, you know, my food is selling better than fucking dog shit. It's like, well, duh. The Xbox One was a fucking horse shit. Why would anyone want the Xbox One in Japan when literally the PS4 was cheaper, was their home console? It literally was more powerful. The Xbox One was a complete shitter. Oh, Emma with the 5. Can you tell Ethan I love him? He's sitting next to me watching the live. Ethan, Joe loves you. And he wants to make Hot, sweet love to you right now. Enjoy. There you go. My only point is during the PS5 and Xbox Series X drought, people opt the Series S. Well, that's because nobody wanted the Series S, and the X and the PS5 were constantly sold out, so there was plenty of Series S's available to purchase. Because nobody fucking wanted them. There was no point in the history of the Xbox Series S, I just want to make this very clear, that you could profit from scalping them. Because I checked. At no point in the console release period was it ever profitable to scalp an Xbox Series S. That tells you all you need to know about demand on a product. If people are not willing to pay above retail price during periods of scarcity, it is not a truly in-demand product. And to be fair, the Xbox Series S was basically always available ever since it launched. Maybe outside of the first 2 months when it was sold out. But it was never profitable to resell. The Series S has never been in high demand.
Is available now on your PS5, so you can now join a Discord voice chat on your PS5 console. You can start or request a share screen from your friend's profile. There's a new join game icon in party chats, new friends who play tile, manually upload game captures to the PlayStation app. So those are all the new social features. When it comes to new gameplay and personalization options, variable refresh rate support for 1440p, available through HDMI 2.1 only. They've also made some updates to the parameters of the PS5 console's 1440p output test, enabling 1440p support for a wider range of HDMI displays. New game library enhancements. You can now also sort and filter games when adding games to a game list. You can use filters in your library to easily find PSVR games and game presets for multiplayer session preferences.
How exciting, guys. Ethan with D5, love you too. Oh shit, how sweet.
When it comes to new accessibility,
love is in the air,
and ease of use features, PS4 to PS5 save data migration, PS5 to PS5 data transfer, screen reader improvements, wireless device update for DualSense wireless controller. So basically what that means is you can now update your DualSense controller without having to connect it with a wire.
Oh my god.
And when it comes to game capture using voice command, which are still in preview in the US and UK only, voice commands now support your voice to save video clips of your gameplay. So that's something you'll be able to do. And so, yeah, this is a pretty hefty update. Overall, it's basically what we went over last month when it went into beta. It seems like all the features that we went over and discussed pretty much, did make their way to the final version of it here. So let me know how you're feeling about the latest PS5 system update. But we are moving on to the final topic.
Griffin, who was in Paris? Well, my family's in Paris.
Which talks about PlayStation and how they might be getting ready to make some more acquisitions. This is being reported by WCCF Tech, and it says Microsoft has been grabbing most of the acquisition-related headlines recently.
Dude, you can just tell that Jim Ryan looks at these fucking YouTubers and it's just like, what a bunch of fucking nerds. Like, what was it that Jim Ryan said about video games? I forgot what it was, and like all the fucking gamers were upset about it. Do you guys remember that? I don't fucking remember what it was. But he said like there's more important stuff to do. I forgot. Shit, he said something about video games not being that important and people lost their fucking minds. Let me see if I can find it. Jim Ryan backlash. PlayStation president faces backlash after refusing to take a stance on abortion. So, based. I forgot, man. Shit. 04 Alphatron with the 5. Griffin, can you tell my mother that's watching I took her money when I was 15? Thanks for the credit card, harlot. Yo, 04 Alphatron's mom, he took your credit card when he was 15. He did not ask you for the Visa. And you basically...
She belongs to the streets.
There you go. But yeah, it was like something, he was like talking about what he enjoys doing in his free time. And gaming wasn't one of them, and they like lost their fucking shit. It was something like that. Like gaming wasn't in his list of like leisure activities or some shit. And they're like, he's not a real gamer. And it's like,
Bruh.
it was like, fuck off, you losers. Do you think any of these game fucking executives give a shit about gaming? No, they care about their fucking paycheck.
What with their
Y'all dumb motherfuckers living in a virtual world versus doing something in the real world are exactly what they fucking love.
purchase of Bethesda and the highly contested plans to purchase up Activision Blizzard, but Sony has been quietly doing some shopping of their own. Over the past couple of years, PlayStation has grabbed Bungie, Housemarque, and more, and it seems like they're not putting away their checkbooks yet. Back in 2021, Sony said that they were setting aside 2 trillion yen, or around $18.4 billion, for strategic investments in the entertainment industry over the course of 3 years. During a recent Q&A at the Morgan Stanley Technology, Media, and Telecom Conference, Sony CFO Hiroki Totoki provided an update on how that plan is going. 2 years into the program, they have spent around $1.3
That's such a fucking weird name, bro. I get like it's Japanese, but Hiroki Totoki?
Dollars, leaving around 700 billion left. Not dollars, that's actually yen. In dollars, that's 5.1 billion. So they have $5.1 billion left for further investments. Based on what Totoki says, it sounds like they aren't strictly sticking to this $5.1 billion they originally pledged to invest either, as they may further allocate operating cash flow to strategic investments. Quote, we spent
Ethan with the 5, about to go absolutely diabolical. Wait, absolutely diabolical on that pooter. Oh shit, bro. You're gonna have him saying,
You're the best big brother I could have ever asked for.
Groovy.
spent almost 1.3 trillion yen by the end of last year. We have another year more. We would like to create more than 3 trillion yen cash flow in 3 years' time. Next year is the last year in our current mid-range.
yeah, you honestly could make like a rap song called Hiroki Totoki. That'd actually be a good name for like a fucking Travis Scott song or some shit. Or like a fucking Migos song or some shit. But yeah, RIP, bro.
Plan.
They
We're going
did.
to allocate operating cash flow to strategic investment in capital expenditure as well as share buyback, end quote. So what might Sony be planning to buy over the next year? Of course, it should be noted the money set aside is for Sony as a whole, not just the PlayStation division. That said, it is worth noting that the current market valuation for Square Enix is in the $5 billion range. So just something
No, it's not. We looked it up. It's like 6 or 7.
to keep in mind. As a reminder, since Sony made their strategic investment announcement, they purchased Housemarque, Nixxes Software, Firesprite, Bluepoint Games, Valkyrie Entertainment.
If Sony wanted Square Enix, they would already have it. I think they figure it's just cheaper to keep doing these exclusivity deals because obviously Square Enix does not give a single fuck about releasing games on Xbox.
Savage Game Studios, Haven Studios, and Bungie. Additionally, they've increased their investment in companies like Devolver Digital, From Software, and Epic Games, and they've also purchased companies like Crunchyroll that provide non-gaming content on PlayStation platforms. So basically,
Which is why I think Kodakawa is probably the better choice because they own FromSoft and a bunch of anime bullshit.
what this boils down to is Sony is not done making acquisitions. I feel like a lot of people already assume that, but knowing that they still have $5.1 billion to work with, I guess at this point we will just assume the majority of that, if not all of it, may end up going into PlayStation. They could be getting ready to make some big moves, and the question I want to ask you guys is, who do you think Sony is most likely to try and acquire next? Who would you like to see them acquire next? And yeah, it is interesting to think that Square Enix is worth about $5 billion. So basically, if Sony wanted to, and if Square Enix was willing, which I honestly at this point think they would be, Sony could make that move, and it could work for them. But as Hiroki Totoki notes, that they are willing to put even more money on top of that $5.1 billion if need be, if there's something out there that they feel they really want and need. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys this update on how much money Sony basically has left to put into further acquisitions. But that's going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it informative. If you did, be sure to leave it a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share this video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.
Yeah, MBG is the most charismatic YouTuber by far, guys. Like, honestly, he just gets you really energized about these gaming topics. Like, I always feel like, damn, man, I'm glad I'm a gamer after watching this shit. Fuck. Oh my god. I feel old. Donate tips for my day off. Gouty shorts are being demonetized. Craig is an idiot. Then we got special meltdown video. I'm old for Wolong, but not Elden Ring. It's not for money, dude. Oh shit. Yeah, both of these looked very intriguing. I was tempted to watch them earlier, but I did not.
Age? You know, I've told you guys over the last few years, I've definitely noticed some notable things about me getting older. The first would be whenever I have a large meal, like a big dinner, I seriously feel tired afterward. I just always do now. Whenever I have a sizable meal, I get sleepy.
That's because old people have less digestive enzymes. You need to eat some yogurt, bro.
That's actually why, one of the reasons why I started drinking this coffee for the second half of my day here at the night stream, because I would actually come on night stream and feel like I wanted to go to sleep from the food. And
Then quit shoveling shit down your throat. Eat some vegetables and like some lean meat.
feel it's just something that happens when you get older. Another thing, I sometimes...
Like, bro, if he was just eating like chicken breast and some veggies, he'd feel energized.
I struggle to say what I want. Like, in my mind, I know exactly what it is that I want to say. Word for word, perfectly dead on, 100%. I know what it is I want to say. And when I go to say it, I say something different, but it's kind of related. You know?
Oh, shit, is he turning into a fucking schizo?
No, like, for example...
Alzheimer's.
I'll be saying... I'll say to my wife, we need to do something at the end of the month. And she'll say, well, didn't you mean by the end of the week? And I'm like, yeah, shoot, that's what I meant. You know? But I think that's what happens when you start to get a little older. Your brain starts to get a little bit either ahead or behind of itself or whatever it may be. But definitely that, you know, I feel that as I'm getting older, a little bit. It's not that it happens all the time. I mean, think about it. You would hear that on stream constantly. That'd be pretty annoying if I was always saying the wrong things, right?
Oh my god, he's drinking gin. Apparently I'm gonna die of gin.
But, no, definitely a few things like that. A few things like that. The thing is, because some people will be like, well, don't you feel more tired? Don't you feel more sore? And the answer truly is no. You wanna know why? I've been kind of an overweight guy for a long time in my life, and then I stopped doing that a few years ago. You know, like, I always was kind of, like, overweight, so always I felt that way. When you're overweight, you're always carrying around that extra burden. You're always a little tired. You're always a little sore because you have that weight on your body. And when I basically stopped doing that, I ate healthier and lost some of that weight, you know, I started feeling better about that. So now it's like, I kind of feel good. Not great, but I feel good. I actually feel better than I did, you know, 10 years ago. For sure I do. You know? It's just a better lifestyle. I'm not going crazy. I'm not staying up all night drinking and playing games. And
yeah, not drinking all night, ordering fucking, you know, steakhouse dinners. I know, what a terrible life. But yeah, DSP, like, went down the full, like, fucking, you know, expensive, extravagant dining lifestyle where he was going and having like $100 steak dinners and shit every night. Shit's pretty crazy.
I'm not eating insanely bad food. You know what I'm saying?
That's 100% a lie.
Guys,
yeah.
People are starting to join.
He still eats fast food, man.
Thank you for joining and chilling with me here tonight. This is my last consecutive stream of the week. Very much so. Tomorrow is my day off. Anything you contribute tonight is greatly appreciated. If you contribute tips tonight, no exaggeration, that will go towards my day off tomorrow. All right, and of course
oh
the
my
2 bills I've been
God.
telling you all week.
Towards his day off.
After.
Whoa.
So if you could tip me tonight, that would be tremendous. If you were thinking of supporting the stream already and you have that option to choose, tipping is great. Okay, that would be the best way you can help me. I'm not saying other things aren't helpful. Simply liking this stream for engagement purposes is a great way to help the channel overall. But yeah, tips would be a humongous help tonight. to give you some perspective, you know, I
That's right, guys.
Open your wallets and give me all of your monies. Give me monies.
played Wolong earlier today. Over 400 viewers all stream. Okay? Everyone's saying you should keep playing this incredibly annoying, stressful game you don't even like. And then, you know, I hit the Gunner Glasses goal, which was great. And that was the end of it. And it just froze for the rest of the stream, 3 hours. And it's like, you know, here, I'll tell you what it is. I'm getting older. And as I'm getting older, I'm realizing I'm having a lot more fun just relaxing with you guys, having relaxing gameplay experiences and chilling than playing these ultra stressful games. I'm not saying
In other words, you want money without effort with easy games, basically. And he doesn't, like, I don't know, man. I mean, fair enough. You don't have to play a game if you don't want to, but when you've kind of built your entire reputation off of, you know, playing games that your audience wants you to do a let's play of, then you kind of have to give the crowd what they want to see.
I don't want to play them at all. I'm saying that if I'm going to actually play ultra stressful games, I should save it for the ones that I know are like the best in class experience. Wolong is not a best in class experience, so it's like, you understand, me playing the game is actually like painful. Like I could be doing other things. I would very genuinely be enjoying a lot better than playing this game. I'm just not really getting much enjoyment out of it, you know. And then everyone's, oh, keep playing. Everyone beating me up to keep playing it, even though I don't like it. And it's like, okay, well, I'll do it. I'll do this stream, and we'll see how it goes. And then, you know, basically people support the stream up until I start playing, and then it just ends. It's like, so you haven't convinced me. You haven't convinced me to keep torturing myself with this game.
Open
You know
your wallets and give
What I'm
me
saying
all
is
of your
I
monies.
torture myself, and literally that's it, right?
Oh my god, he's drinking tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth.
Oh my God.
Squeeze the peel, it comes in, then squeeze banana.
And we could be playing many other games that are you know, more
I Siler with a 5. Even with my physical job, I've been going to the gym. What kind of foods you eat to maintain a good build? Lots of protein, lean meats, vegetables, fruit, low carbs. That's mainly what I've had. Seems to work. I don't know, but lots of like lean meats, I would say, is the big one. And then fruits and vegetables, you can kind of eat whatever the hell you want, as many as you want.
interesting to me, whether it's a New Game Plus run of Elden Ring, whether it's Metroid Prime Remaster, maybe it's anything else, you know, that could be more interesting. It doesn't have to be any of those, and we're all enjoying it. I'd much rather do that, you know? So that's what I mean. Like, I've decided, because we got to the end of today's stream, I got to Lu Bu, who apparently is like the hardest boss in the game. Everyone says it's like bull. So I was like, you know what? All right, you know what? I'll admit we should do one more. Since we are at the hardest part, let's truly see. And if I do this fight next time and I can't beat him, then fuck it, we're done, right? Right? So I guess we'll see what happens on Thursday. Okay. The Last of Us finale is this Sunday. That's right, right? So yeah, so it would have been 4 weeks then. Yep. It would have been 4. So I'm gonna get charged for HBO Max, probably within the week, which I didn't even great. No, just another thing. Just another thing.
10 plus years ago, I was making more than 6 figures just on ads for a couple of years there. So that was pretty insane. Just pump out game videos all day,
And he pissed it all away.
put out silly food videos when you eat, make 6 figures.
Overpower Boone, I don't know really how I'm gonna react to this monetization update when I don't understand it. I was reading it and it was just like, so if you use any profanity in the title of any video or the tags, you immediately get demonetized. Like, we already knew that. If you use the F-bomb within the first 7 seconds of any video, you immediately get demonetized. Or any kind of real like profanity, okay? Then you can swear as much as you want in what they consider the middle of the video, but still, if you use too many F-bombs or too much excessive profanity, they're still going to demonetize your video. That's what it said. That's the only thing I can tell they were trying to say, is basically there's no real guidelines, is they'll do what they want. If they feel like you swore too much, you get demonetized. Which, I don't know if that's been the case before. Like, usually my gameplay videos...
I have never gotten demonetized for using the word fuck. If you guys watch my videos, you know I use it all the fucking time. Never have I been demonetized for that. At all.
don't get demonetized
Just don't use it in the first 30 seconds.
ever. Like, ever. It's very rare if they do. What the things that have been getting demonetized are my YouTube shorts, because they're so short that I guess they think that if there's anything, if there's violence, if there's swearing at all in a short, it's too excessive. Even some of the shorts I've uploaded that are edited with no swearing still get flagged. And then I have to submit them for ad suitability. I know that sounds really dumb because it is, but yeah, that's basically what's been happening. In fact, My last YouTube short is still says, oh my god, listen to this. Video has been confirmed that is not suitable for most advertisers. The short that I did of Wolong, where all it is me up here fighting, falling, dying, spawning back up, and falling again. Okay? There's no swearing in the video at all. And I just go like this, I go, oh, just like that. That's been demonetized. They're telling me that can't be monetized. What? Why? And I even submitted it, and for manual review, and the manual review says, oh no, that's still, it should be demonetized. What? What are you talking about? For what?
Why is he so surprised, dude? Welcome to fucking YouTube. You get demonetized sometimes.
For what? That's what I mean. YouTube's...
You've heard me say the N-word before? Big doubt.
Their guidelines are awful, and they don't really abide by them anyway. They just do whatever they want. So it doesn't really matter what it says on paper.
Oh my god, he's drinking feces.
That's why I tell you guys.
I guess I should ask which N-word.
For the stuff that I do over on DSP Reacts, the ad revenue has to be the afterthought. Like, I'm trying to make, you know, profit on that channel via memberships and, you know, stream revenue. And if I happen to make a single dollar on ad revenue, great, I guess, but I'm not expecting it. No, we're just...
There's a video on your channel where you use the F slur. No, I don't use it. I just read Soulja Boy's tweet, man.
Dude, I want my tip.
Afternoon, sir.
About my tip.
Yeah,
No tip? Leave me alone. Where's my tip?
hurry up.
Come on. Support the stream. Give me a tip.
I don't know where Stuart is, so I guess I'm not getting a tip. Darn. Darn. No tips in real life, no tips in Oblivion.
Open your wallets and give me all of your monies.
Disgusting.
So anyway, guys, if you're having a good time with tonight's Chill Oblivion stream, please remember, so many ways you can help this stream. Number one, give it a like. We're at 53 likes. I aim for 100 every stream. We have over 300 viewers. Of course, a lot of those viewers are probably hate watchers because you notice none of them are talking in the chat, right? If you're a newcomer to the stream for any reason, if you want to be able to talk on my streams, you have to become a sub. It's a 24-hour sub mode to avoid trolling, okay? But anyway, yes, if you're having a good time with the stream tonight, if you could give it a like, I would really appreciate that. If we get 100 likes, I will do a celebratory bubble blow and look like a complete fool, which I know you guys love. Now, any other contributions would be greatly appreciated, whether it be a super chat, a super sticker, a membership, a gifted membership, a tip. They're all great. In particular, tomorrow's my day off. Tips would be superb tonight. If you could tip me, that would be great, okay? I would actually help me to do stuff tomorrow. Fine. All right, let's continue.
Oh my god. If you don't tip me today, now I can't get dinner for Jasper Kitty.
So yeah, let's, I think we'll split the...
Yeah, honestly, I'm not a subscriber to the whole, you know, bundle of sticks word even being that big of a deal. Like, personally, I think people who actually act like it's a big deal is really fucking stupid. Because literally when I was growing up, like, that word literally just meant, like, you're a fucking pussy, you're a bitch, or whatever. Like, it was literally interchangeable with all that. Like, nobody actually thought that shit was, like, some, like, massive fuck you against, like, gay people. It's like, I don't know, like, when the fuck did that become, like, a super homophobic thing? I don't know, man. It's like, nobody fucking cares. Like, that's literally like calling your friend a pussy. Nobody was like, oh my god, bro, I hate all gay people because I called somebody a bundle of sticks or a British cigarette. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. I've never understood why all of a sudden that fucking word has become like this big fucking no-no.
Start here, and probably stretch my legs for a second, and we got another hour coming, alright? Cool. If you're watching this on demand on YouTube, as usual, if you're still enjoying this Oblivion playthrough, if you can give the video a like, perhaps leave a comment.
That's like the whole controversy with review tech, for example. I think that shit was dumb as fuck, bro. I thought that shit was funny. How he called the guy the fucking loser, you know. I mean, I won't say it now because you can get in trouble these days on YouTube, but like, I never really understood why that was a big deal. Like, oh no, dude, he called somebody a mean name on the internet. Oh no. It's just so fucking stupid, man. That's like some bitch shit. Like, for real. I've never understood why people are so fucking offended by that word. Because, like, literally, like, we would use that shit in class. Nobody cared. Literally no one. If we said fuck, the teacher cared. But if we called somebody the British cigarette, nobody fucking gave a shit. That's how common that word used to be.
That'll be great, or if you want to go above and beyond, maybe leave a super thanks or a tip. That'd be appreciated as well. Thank you, and see you next time. Alright, let us pause and stretch the legs, because I do need to stretch the leg. Ah, ooh, you're cracking. You're always hear the cracking when I get up now, right? So happens when you get old. Everything always cracks.
Again, guys, the best way if you could help me tonight would be some tips, if you could. Not ask you for anything crazy, just if you were thinking of contributing tonight, tips are the best. It'll help me for tomorrow. I received a $25 tip tonight. I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature? Yeah, look, it's a money creature. It just throws money around. What the hell was that?
Don't break your legs. Come on. You're the best horse in the game now. Don't be silly. Oh, we're almost there. Oh! What?
Midnight Mawile with the 2. It's because people became way too sensitive and weak. No, I think it's because a certain political party started listening to the very few people who are too sensitive and weak. I don't think anybody actually gives a fuck.
I died by nothing. Dude, the physics of this game suck. Are you shitting me?
Shitting?
I died from nothing.
Are you shitting me?
Now I gotta do this again.
Man.
Okay. We still got about half an hour left, everyone. Half an hour to chill. Thanks for everyone who's chilled so far. And again, any contributions, any kind of support is greatly appreciated. It'd be great if we could hit that tips goal and see some good glasses.
Oh, yeah. I would love to see some
We're almost done with tonight's
glasses.
stream, everyone. Thanks for being a great audience. Last chance if you'd like to support the stream in any way. And also if you'd like a shout out or you just want to ask me a question.
Pretty good chill stream of Oblivion tonight. I had a great time.
Oh
you guys
my
were a great
God, I'm
interactive
sure.
audience. And I really appreciate your support and chilling here with me. This is exactly what I needed after the stressful stream earlier that I had in Wolong. I really needed a nice chill night. That's exactly what I got. So I would like to say thank you all for providing that very chill night for me, which is what I was seeking.
What the fuck?
There's still this back here.
Oh my... That fucking dramatic music is always great, man. I don't know what the fuck is that. Look at that image with the fucking scraggly ass beard. Holy shit, he looks homeless. I guess that's like foreshadowing.
It's time to play the game.
It's good to me.
Hello everyone, Phil here with an impromptu video, alright? The reason I'm making this video is because my week is coming to a close. I got my day off tomorrow, and when I come back on Thursday, you know, we got some questions to answer about what's coming up this week. And the big question is Wolong Fallen Dynasty. Is this a game worth playing long term?
No.
Is it a game worth coming back to, or should I do other stuff?
Yes.
Alright? Full transparency here. For you guys watching, for those live on stream, I don't like Wolong Fallen Dynasty. The only thing I actually like about it is the visuals. That's about it. I think the gameplay is a little bit, how can I say? It's a little loose, it's unpolished, it's finicky, it's a little wonky, it's not precise enough for me. I prefer Sekiro or anything from Software, alright? Now, I've told you I don't really like the game. And a lot of people are of the impression that means I should just drop it. Okay, if we drop it, there's other things to do. For example, we could do a second run in Elden Ring, New Game Plus run, with a whole new build. And I know you guys would help me with that, to figure out what the best build is, and to have a good time in that playthrough, okay? Or, we could play Metroid Prime Remake, or Remaster, on the Switch, which people have wanted me to play for 2 weeks. That's going to be so much better than the first playthrough I did many years ago on the Wii, because with the interactive audience, you guys can help me with the stuff I'm not understanding, or I'm screwing up on, and it would end up being way less fails and way less backtracking than my first playthrough that I did many years ago, okay?
So it wouldn't be as fun. That sucks. That sounds fucking boring, man. Oh my god. Midnight Mawile with the 2. It's because people became way too sensitive and weak. Pretty much, man. Waterboy with the 5. Bullying shouldn't be a crime. I don't think it is a crime. There's no crime against bullying somebody. It's just, you know, bullying's dead nowadays.
But there seems to be this group of people who are showing up for the Wolong streams and are demanding that I keep playing it. There's even this mentality that, oh, Phil, see, he's just quitting because it's a hard game or something like that, okay?
Oh my god, he's drinking donations.
Allow me to give you my perspective on this. Something that definitely I think I'm becoming more... I'm coming to a bigger realization. of something.
Open your wallet and give me all of your monies.
I'm getting older. All right, I'm 40 years old. I'm about to be 41 in less than a month.
That is not something to be proud of, bro. You should not be excited about being 41 in your current life situation. You should be thinking about fucking retirement at this point in life.
And here's what I'm realizing, okay?
Especially if you're a big-time content creator.
am in demand by my audience to do so many things, all right, that it's basically impossible to please everyone. It's actually impossible to always please myself, right? Like, there's so many things that I would like to do, but I can't do them all, okay?
You can't play a video game.
I used to be the guy that would play every game at length, hard, easy, didn't matter, whatever it was. Play the full playthrough, get it out there on the internet. But since I became a full-time streamer, and now that I'm diversifying my time even more between games and vlogging and the like, you know, we're talking the whole DSP Reacts channel, all different kinds of content, not gameplay, correct? Well, I look weird in a red shirt with a red background, don't I?
Yeah, honestly, if I'm 41 and I'm still, like, on the internet actively, I'd be very fucking concerned. I would consider my life to be a failure.
The point I'm making here is, because I'm getting older, and I'm running out of time to do everything that I want to do, I have to pick and choose the games that I want to play. In the case of Wolong, this was a game that the only reason that I played...
Midnight Mallwell with the 2. You read my super chat twice, but don't worry, I'm honored. No problem, man. Happy to help.
...it was because, basically, it was a Game Pass game. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying there was no commitment, and there was no risk. If the game ended up being really good and I loved it, wow, what a win that we found a game that's a great playthrough that I'm enjoying and I don't have to spend any money on it. At the same time, if I don't like the game, then it's easily a game that I can drop and play something else different that I like, right?
DSP's enjoyment of a game is directly linked to the financial support it gets, though. That's the thing. Because DSP has dropped games that he quote-unquote loves because nobody fucking gave him money to finish it.
That was kind of the whole point of Game Pass in particular, all right? But as I'm getting older and I'm playing these playthroughs with you guys, here's what I'm realizing, all right? Success for me isn't what it used to be. Success used to be play that hot new game that everyone wants to see me play, get massively increased day one views, stick with that playthrough for as long as I can, right? Finish the game as quick as I can, get that playthrough out, rush it out, and then on to the next, all right? That's very much not who I am anymore. I'm someone who, I play these games at length, I take my time with them, right? We have...
He makes it boring. That's the reason why people... I don't know, man.
Lengthy playthroughs.
Nobody wants to fucking watch you play a 20-hour game for 40 hours, bro.
Checking out things like side content and all of that. And that's why a game like Hogwarts Legacy could be a 20-hour playthrough for someone, but for me, it's going to end up being over 40 hours. It's a game that I really...
It was 20 hours for me. Actually, I think... What was it? I had the game open a little bit extra as well, so the time may not be exact. I'm just curious. Hogwarts Legacy. 30 hours. So I think it was like 25-ish. So yeah. But DSP, nobody wants to watch you do like stupid fucking generic quest after generic quest. You need to like get through the game.
Really like, I'm going to take my time with it. The laid back, chill atmosphere of certain games on stream with our interactions and our social fun that we have.
You don't have interactions and social fun. Unless somebody gives you a fucking super chat or a tip, you don't interact with anyone.
You know, our conversation makes these meaningful. It's very different from the old content that I used to put out that was just rush that game, gameplay, get it done, day one views, success, okay? And here's what I'm honestly really starting to notice. A lot of the games, the likes of which I used to play and used to be big hits, are not anymore. I would argue that 5 to 10 years ago, playing Wolong Fallen Dynasty would have been an absolute smash hit with my viewing audience. People would have been coming out in droves to see me play the difficult game, challenge myself to beat it, rage at this game, persevere through, and eventually win. You would have had record high views, record high support, record high engagement, people going crazy, talking about it. It would blow up, all right? I would like you to take a look right now on DSP Gaming at the Wolong playthrough if you would. Maybe some of you will do this and some of you won't. But if you take a look at it, okay? Is it blowing up in popularity or views? The first...
Nobody watches your actual videos, bro. Everybody's there for the live streams. And then, of course, the highlight clips that get uploaded by other channels.
Part has 4,000 views. After that, we got a few parts with 1,000. The parts that I've done this entire week, there's not a single video that broke 1,000 views. I take that back because there's one video full of rage where I couldn't beat a boss, and that was it. No one really actively cares anymore. All right, I'm being honest here. No one cares about me playing the big game, the rage-inducing game. No one gives a shit. I don't either. I really don't. For me, where I'm finding the most success, it's not about views, it's about finding an audience that I engage properly with what I'm playing. I'd like to give you an honest take on this. I'm having more success with games like Hogwarts, with games like Oblivion, alright? These are playthroughs that are not the biggest, most amazing, oh my god, Phil's getting tons of views and tons of people on the stream. Tonight, I just did a 2-hour stream of Oblivion. 2 hours. In the 2 hours I played Oblivion, I had more actual engagement and support with that audience than the entire Wolong stream I did earlier today. Do you want to know the difference between the two? I actually had fun playing Oblivion. I got to relax with my audience. I got to talk with them. I had fun interaction with them. At the same time, there was fun progress. There was interesting things going on in the game. And yeah, I made some money too. So if this is the case, if these kind of playthroughs are the ones that are now my most successful ones, why am I killing myself with a game like Wolong?
It's like the most least effort business I've ever seen.
And by the way, don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying, oh, I don't want to play hard games anymore. I'm saying if I'm going to play an actually really difficult game, a game that's actually going to challenge me, and it's going to be rage-inducing, and it's going to cause me lots of stress. I'm 40 years old. I got to pick and choose the right games for that. All right? And maybe I should pick and choose the best ones, like FromSoft, right? Why am I going to kill myself playing Wolong? Does anyone care if I beat Wolong? Do you care about the ending of the game? Does anyone give a shit about the story? No. You want to know what people want to see? Me raging at it. Guess what that amounts to? Stress, pain, and basically a lot of what I feel is time that I could be doing other things, spending it on other more meaningful projects with my audience. Things that we will actually enjoy together. You know, it would be one thing if I'm doing a Wolong stream and attendance is double what it usually is, and support is coming in droves, and engagement is sky high, and people are all over the internet talking about.
You hear that? It's all financially linked. That's what it has to do with, because he did get peaked viewership playing Wolong. It's just that didn't translate to higher fucking donations.
DSP playing Wolong and freaking out about it. Those days are long gone. Those days are years in the past. Really. I mean, the last time we really had something to that extent was Elden Ring last year. Why? The biggest From Software game. It was hyped. It was very challenging. I was actually playing it in a way where I was definitely challenging myself to fight the difficult fights. You know, that works. Wolong does not. Wolong is just a who cares kind of game.
Lolcow is a term that's applied to people that's very negative.
Do you want to know really what Wolong is? Honestly. Do you really want to know? It's troll bait. It's a troll bait game. Phil's gonna rage. So
the trolls got them to develop that game, man.
Views are gonna go up because the trolls want to watch him rage. And all the trolls will post his gameplay of how he rage quit today, right? Who fucking cares? I'm so...
More people than you have watching your normal fucking content that's quote-unquote meaningful.
Far past that. You know what I mean? To focus on that is idiotic. It makes no sense. You know? Now here's the thing. Today, when I finished Wolong, that was supposed to be the final stream. But I ended up ending my stream at a boss named Lu Bu. Now, how many of us here have played Dynasty Warriors? Because I'm one of them. Lu Bu is like the infamous, cool, badass character from Dynasty Warriors. And the fact that I got to that boss, okay, makes me feel like, man, I really should give it a shot. I feel like I should do one more stream of this game and try to beat that boss. Everyone's actually saying it's the hardest boss in the game, which is ludicrous because I'm only 10 hours in. The game's like 30 plus hours long. How is this the hardest boss in the game, right? But I feel like I should give it a shot, and then maybe after that we make the ultimate informed decision on if I keep playing it or not. But seriously, what I mean about this, the way I see it is I don't know why I should torture myself with this anymore. I'm too old for this shit. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do one more stream of Wolong on Thursday. I made my decision. I'm doing a stream of Wolong this coming Thursday as the main gameplay stream. We're fighting Lu Bu. This is kind of the last hurrah, and we'll see what happens. But I'm really not feeling like there's any real value in continuing the playthrough when there's other things I want to do and you want to see me do, and there isn't an overwhelming abundance of support for this game to begin with. Do you see my point? Here's a hilarious comment from Thorin Oakenshield. If you stop playing difficult games, where you get a challenge in your life, sitting around in your PJs all day. Thorin Oakenshield, if you don't think that being me is a challenge, you are a fucking idiot. Afford this shit! And I can't help you, because I can't stop people from being that stupid. Okay. Hard Water actually done a super chat. It says,
your enjoyment of a game is now directly correlated with the amount of support that you're getting, why don't you be honest with yourself? That is correct.
That's completely false. Absolutely false. It's not just about that. Right now, I'm playing games like a Dragon Ishin. That game almost gets no support, but I love it. I'm having a great time with it. I just played One Piece Odyssey. That game, again, a very low support game. I absolutely loved it. Played it to completion. For me, if I'm going to be toughing out and playing long playthroughs, I want it to be something I'm enjoying. I'm not enjoying Wolong. The problem is, you think that because you want to see the pain. Right? You don't like it. The truth is, if you really wanted to see the pain, you would have supported the playthrough to begin with anyway, which you didn't. You're here now doing a super chat, not during Wolong. Genius!
Oh my god, he's drinking bananas. All right, guys?
The fuck?
Thank you all. Please have a good day tomorrow. And I will see you all on Thursday. Peace out, everyone. Have a good night. Thanks for a great week. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Waterboy with the 5. Even Wings is more entertaining than DSP. I think Wings is way more chill now at this point. Like, Wings isn't even that crazy anymore. I don't know. Wings is pretty chill for the most part. So he doesn't really feed into the trolls that much anymore at all, which I think Wings is finally like wisened up. And he's doing like that boxing match with Boogie, which will be very interesting to watch. I'll pay for that. That shit'll be funny. But I don't know. Wings seems like he's calmed a lot down. Like, you don't really get much shit out of him anymore. If anything, Wings is kind of wholesome these days. I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and hop off, guys. It's 3:45, so I probably should go to sleep. Hope you all have a wonderful Thursday. Appreciate everybody hanging out, and thanks for all the support as well. And yeah, I will catch you guys later. Peace out, everybody.